Hello everyone, myself Kashish Salwani. I welcome you back to my channel Simplifying Business Studies. So today this is going to be the fourth session of chapter 11 of class 12 Marketing Management. So in this particular session we will understand the different functions of marketing. Before I go ahead with this session, I would like to request you all to like this video and subscribe to my channel and also share it with all your friends. And also do not forget to write your comments at the end of this video. So let's quickly go ahead with the content. So we will understand the different functions of marketing management. The very first function of marketing is that it gathers, it analyzes the market information, because this is the only way to understand the needs of the customer, like how and what kind of products a customer needs, when does it needs, and like what kind of packaging they are looking for, what do they require on the label of the product. Everything a marketer gets to know when he comes into the market. He asks people, he asks, how does he ask people? He asks by different kind of surveys, by using different internet facilities, by asking for feedback, maybe surveys using questionnaires, etc. So there are many ways through which a marketer is able to gather information. So this information helps him in various uh, aspects, like it helps in planning about the product, it's help in the designing of the products, it helps in like keeping a standard of the product. So information is the key to success, I can say. So next feature is market planning. As I just mentioned, that using this information, marketer do planning about the product, like how will they have the strategies about selling the product, and everything requires planning. So after market research, a marketer has to plan different necessary objectives under market planning. So they have to plan to increase maybe the production or sale, or like what tools will be used for promotion. So all these things require lot of planning. So this is done, uh, and it is a very important function of marketing management. One more example, like maybe a marketer who sells pens in a market, maybe his company's name is ABC Limited and it has 10% of market share. So it can plan that it will increase its market share to 25% in the coming year. So this can be a part of planning, and he can have other plans using this major objective. So this is market planning. Next feature is product designing and development. So every marketer offers a product or a service to the customer. But what product or service he has to offer, it should be planned. So planning includes decisions regarding the different aspects of the product, like what quality is to be there, what shape, what size is to be there, like what can be the variety of the product, what packaging it requires, like how will the product be marketed. So everything has to be designed, everything has to be developed as per the plans and as per the information gathered. So again, this is a very important function of marketing which has to be done very deliberately and very cautiously. So if a person goes ahead and he found out that people need different kind of watches, there are people who requires watches between rupees 500 and 1000, and they don't really care about the brand. And there are other people who are ready to pay 5000 to 10,000 rupees for the same kind of watch, but they are brand conscious. So a product can be designed keeping in view the requirement of these two segments of the society. Okay, one which caters only the usability or durability of the product, and other which definitely brings in the durability, plus it will bring in the quality and of course the brand status. So this is product designing and development, which has to be done very deliberately. Is standardization and grading. So what does standardization means? Standardization means maintaining quality, maintaining certain standards to achieve uniformity in a product. So standardization definitely assures quality and consistency to the consumers. Like whenever we go to Pizza Hut or maybe McDonald's, which are brands basically for certain type of food, and there is no competition for their food. So whatever food we get at uh, uh, their stores, we will always get the same food. There will be no change in the quality. So this is standardization, and they, believe me, they work really hard to achieve this standardization. They are able to deliver same quality every time, every visit you are like going there and you are getting the same quality. So this is very hard to achieve, and because they have achieved this, they have these kind of standards, they have this kind of brand value. Now, what is grading? Grading means classifying a product on certain basis. For example, when you go into the market and look for a shampoo, you can get the same shampoo in different sizes, and also all the sizes has different maybe flavors, maybe variants. So this is grading. A product is available in different variants and also different sizes is grading, and this is very required. Why it is so required? Like when you go to the market to buy for a shampoo for the first time, maybe you're looking for a certain brand, you will definitely not go and buy 200 ml bottle, you may buy a sachet. So this is where grading is required, and not everyone will require the same variant of the shampoo which you are looking for. Maybe someone is looking for a dandruff shampoo and you are looking for nourished hair. So this is why grading is required. So this is again very important function of marketing. Next is packaging and labeling. So what is package? A product is like always supplied to the customer in a packed form. So this packaging refers to the design of the packet, wrapper, carton, jar of the product in which the product comes in. So this is also very required, very important feature. For example, chips are always in a packet which are filled with air. Why it is filled with air? So that the chips doesn't get crushed when it comes to your, when it reaches you. It should be crisp. It should be without cracking. It should not be cracked when it arrives you. So this is the magic of packaging. Now, what is labeling? Labeling refers to all the informative part of the packaging. Like all these packages have a lot of data on it. So that data is very much required by the consumer so that they can know the product better. They can know about the expiry of the product. They can know about the ingredients of the product. They can know about the calorific value of the product. So all this information is very required in certain cases, maybe medicines or food products. So this is labeling. Next feature is branding. So this is one very important function of marketing. So branding gives a specific name or a specific symbol to a product. It helps people to recognize the product, and companies may decide to sell their products under certain name, because if people will keep on liking their product, they will be able to recognize their product by its name. So it will increase the name, the goodwill, the reputation of the company. For example, we see lot of names around us like BPL, Sony. All these are the brand names which we trust only for their names, right? Because they have developed this goodwill over a period of time. They have been used by several people, and we can be assured before buying these products that this will deliver me a certain quality I am looking for. Okay, so the brand name, again, it should be selected very carefully. So what is brand name and how it works, we will definitely understand it in later part of this chapter. Another function is customer support service. So in today's time, business environment is so consumer conscious, and this consumer is called the kingpin of the market. So customer satisfaction is the main objective of any business person. So business doesn't end where like you sell the product to the consumer. It goes on. For example, when we buy air condition, we keep on using that product for 6 to 7 years, and whenever the product breaks down, we call the customer care service and they come up and they repair our product. So that means this relationship with the marketer doesn't end when then when they sell the product and when we bought the product home. So it goes on for years. So this is customer support service. We tend to buy the products of those marketers who can give us good customer care service or customer care support. So in today's era, this service is very, very important. It keeps the customer satisfied. It keeps the customer like loyal to the brand for a very, very long period of time. Next is pricing of the product. So price definitely determines that whether we are going to buy the product or not. So price is very important function of any marketer. He performs this function very cautiously, very deliberately, because a little change, a mighty change in the price can let him lose all the market share he has. So this is definitely a crucial element of marketing, as the customer is very highly price sensitive. So the other factors which comes here, which are taken care by the marketer, are like objectives of the firm, demand, the competition in the market. So keeping all these things in mind, a marketer fixes the price of the product. So we will definitely study this in detail in later part of this chapter. Next is promotion and selling. So we have prepared a product, we have designed a product, we have fixed a price. Now what is promotion? Like promotion is persuading or like putting the products in front of the buyers. That means we are persuading people to see our product and buy our product. So this is again very important function of any marketer. uh, so after production, all these goods, they are needed to be marketed properly. If something is prepared very well, if something is produced very well but not marketed very well, so every effort will be in vain. So promotion and selling are also two important functions of marketing. Next function is physical distribution. So this is also very important function of marketing. It can let the goods available at different parts of the country even when those goods are not produced there. So we are able to get apples from Himachal Pradesh though they are not produced in Delhi. So how is it possible? It is possible only through good distribution of the product. So whatever which is even not produced near us, we are able to get those products. So this is only due to the distribution chain. So this distribution chain includes manufacturers, wholesalers, retailers, all these people who are involved and they are like in the supply chain of the product. Next is transportation. So goods are not necessarily consumed at the same place where they are produced. So there is this gap, this place gap, this hindrance of place, which you have already studied in class 11th, between the place of production and the place of consumption. So this is again, this is a gap which a marketer always try to fill using different modes of transportation. So transportation is another very, very important function of management. Sorry, marketing management. Last one here is storage and warehousing. So the goods are again not consumed immediately when they are produced. So there is again a time gap between the production and the consumption. So this is again one hindrance of place, which is overcome by this facility called storage and warehousing. So let me give you an example to explain that. Amazon promises same day delivery of products, and for that they are charging maybe rupees 100. So to fulfill this, what do? Like, do they rush the products using aeroplanes or some very super fast services? No. What they do is they try to create a storage or try to create a warehouse somewhere near your location. And when a product is, when an order is placed, the product is delivered from that nearest warehouse. So this is how they are able to deliver the products within the same day. So this is a very important function nowadays. Through this, marketers are able to reach consumers very quickly, and this is very important in today's time. All right, I hope you all understood all the functions of marketing management. So we have reached the end of this particular session. Any questions, please write it in the comment box. I will always try to answer all your questions. Thank you so much. Have a very nice day ahead.